Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are coming right off the tail of watching the Glalie video, welcome back. If you are a new viewer who just clicked on this video or just happened to see this, welcome. Hello. Quick little disclaimer for anybody who has yet to do so, check out the description down below. There is a link to the same Google Sheet that I use in all my videos, and you can look at all the buffs and changes for every Pokemon and all the really important new move buffs and new moves in general. You can see it all. It's very nice and laid out for your viewing pleasure to see all of the new stuff. So definitely check that out if you have not already. That being said, Froslass. So the Glalie video is a little bit longer and a bit more rambly towards the end, especially it's been about a week and a half since I was recording, so getting back into the flow of things. Froslass, especially because of the fact that Glalie has a Mega, I have to make Froslass like pretty damn good. Not that it wouldn't not that it would have been worse if Glalie didn't have a Mega. I mean, I think both are really fucking cool. I like Glalie a little bit more personally, but Froslass is also super sick. And also, its stats were fucking stupid. 80-80. Like, why did they keep Glalie's stats attacking spread? I don't get it. It's so bad. That's always bothered me. I'm sure that bothered many other people. So that's the most straightforward buff. However, with the power levels in this hack, if you are new here, you might be like, this is really fucking strong. It is, but it's nothing crazy. At least in the sense that it's not OP or anything, because tons of other stuff has stuff like this. Not that it also makes it any less amazing, because it's still great. So I did list them separately just for move pool reasons, because their moves or TMs are so much different. I didn't even want to bother like trying to make that formatting wise, and it would just look ugly in my opinion. I could make it work for slow twins because they're like similar move pool wise, but these guys are not. So same thing I did with like Blossom and stuff. But yeah, and yes, it is technically not a Hoenn Pokemon, but if it's a branched evolution, I'm just gonna do it in the fucking generation that it is. So yeah, that being said, Froslass is here. Super great buffs here. Giant speed boost, giant special attack boost, good Spedev and speed boosts. It is pretty tanky. Ice typing has actual resistances now, so Froslass is now resistant to ground, flying, dragon, and still, of course, ice. And that's nice, as well as ghost type resistances. It no longer resists bug, but it still has the other ghost type resistances like poison and stuff. So that's nice, solid set of resistances. That was almost a tongue twister. Great new abilities, so it does have levitate like Glalie does, just because I just feel weird not giving it levitate, and also it is pretty frail physically, so despite resisting Earthquake or other physical moves, ground moves like Seismic Fist and Precipice Blades and Headlong Rush and all this other stuff, it's still nice to be immune to that. Not to mention your Spedeath is good, but like, a strong stab fucking Earth Power is still gonna chunk you, and so being completely immune to that is always nice. And the beauty of that is that you do have access to an infinite use ability capsule from the beginning of the hack. You can just switch your abilities around. So, for example, you're an ice type that's immune to ground. That's nice. You kill ground types and you're immune to them. That's just really that's a nifty little thing that you can have. It's nothing crazy. Yeah, Snow Warning is better and probably 80% of the time, but that doesn't make Levitate any worse. Not to mention, it just fits way too well to not have it, in my opinion. So, yeah, two great abilities, Levitate and Snow Warning. Snow Warning is a very obvious ability choice, in my opinion. This will be a quicker video just because its buffs are not nearly as they don't need as much explanation as Glalie's would, because there's a type change and all that just completely reworked entirely. But Froslass is it's just a fast, strong special attacker with Snow Warding and Aurora Veil and all that great shit that comes with that. So there are other Snow Warding Aurora Veil mons. Obviously, the original good one was something like Alolan Ninetales, for example, but we have a billion other ones now. Basically, every single Snow Warding mon has that. Which is nice. And there are a good amount of snowboarding mons, but Froslass is great because it's one of the fastest, if not the fastest, snowboarding Aurora Veil Pokemon, and that's great. It's just really fucking fast, and it has good bulk under Veil especially, and it can just get off that Veil, and then you can parting shut out that next turn. Now you have, with Light Clay, you would have 6 full turns of screens for your entire team, and that's great. Not to mention you have the hail to abuse with your Weather Ball, for example. Most special attackers get Weather Ball, so that's great. You can teach that via TM for Ice type Weather Ball. You can get the chip damage from hail. You can have blizzards that don't miss on your teammates, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, definitely worth taking advantage of. great ability. I mean, Snow Warning is overall. I don't know what else to tell you. It's fucking good. It's really good. It's really strong, super fast. I think that fits Froslass's design pretty well, in my opinion. If you are curious on how Snowrunt and Glilly work, check that video out if you haven't already. I go more in depth about even Snowrunt in that video. I don't feel like talking about it again, literally 10 minutes after, so I will just talk about Froslass here. Great move pool, great coverage. Ice Ghost is already very good dual stab to have. You have very powerful stab moves as well. Something like Spectral Beam, for example, is Ghost type Psycho Boost, 150 base power, all that fun stuff. There are tons of other new moves that do that as well. So if you are new here, definitely give that a look in the description down below. And if you are returning and you know about that already, then you're probably like, oh my god, shut up and get on with it already. So I will. Yeah, just great fucking coverage. I mean, you got, Aura Sphere, Mystical Fire, Energy Ball, T-Bolt, Thunder, Flash Cannon, Signal Beam, Power Gem, blah, 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 and you already have your Dazzling Gleam, and you already have your Dual Stab. So that's all, Focus Blast, blah, blah, blah. You guys get the idea, okay? I don't think I need to get super in-depth on the coverage. It's just got good coverage. It's also got Nasty Pot and Calm Mind, so those are all great. It didn't already get Calm Mind, right? Let me just triple check. I'm pretty sure it didn't. Yeah. Okay. So those are both good options. Again, Veil is something you're going to be running most of the time with this thing. Veil plus Parting Shot. It's great for team support in-game. Obviously, in comp, that would be fucking stupid and broken. Oh my god, imagine the ridiculous bullshit hyper offense crap with dual screams or fucking yuck. Yeah, no, it would be absolutely toxic and evil and competitive, but that's not what this is. This is in-game, and it just works way differently. So, oof, excuse me, that was a zesty ass burp. Spicy ass burp, my bad. I meant to say spicy, but yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's got great coverage, great offenses, 21, 125 special attack, really nice. You can pick whether you're able to into Froslass or Glilly. You can technically have male Froslass now. Actually, can you? Let me check evolutions. Let me see. I don't think it's possible for me to do the gem evolution method and still have it be gender exclusive. I mean, yeah, it's kind of fucking weird to be able to have a male Froslass, but like, who cares? Just pick whichever one you want. It doesn't matter. I know technically it should be a female, but it's whatever. I'd rather have the freedom of picking which one I want. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Just great coverage. Other great stuff. So I'm sorry, I'm very like all over the place. It's been a while since I recorded, so I gotta get back into the flow of things. But God, I am just, yeah, Perish Song of 58 is great for Totem Komodo. If you ever notice, I put Perish Song late for that specific reason. It's so you learn it like right before Totem Komodo, so it's not a waste of a move slot in most of the cases, because otherwise it's kind of situational. But it'll be good for like Totem Komodo, Ultra Necrozma, that kind of stuff. So that's definitely worth a move slot for a little bit. But yeah, late game, Z Spectrify and Stored Power is incredible. Z Spectrify giving you an Omni boost and also adding the Ghost type to the opponent, making them weak to Shadow Ball or Spectral Beam or any other move that you're using. If they are, of course, not already resistant to Ghost or immune. So that's really nice. And then, of course, the main allure of that is the +1 to all your stats, which makes you really fast, really strong, and really tanky. And you can use that with Stored Power. That's kind of just a way to make Froslass really viable over Glilly, because Glilly is very strong and has Intimidate and all that other good shit. Glilly has Intimidate and all that stuff. So you might be thinking, oh, Froslass is kind of mid compared to it, but it's not. It's very fast. It's very strong. It has Aurora Veil bullshit that's always incredible, and that's never going to be bad. That's always great. And then you have the Omni boost for the very late game as well. Also because it just fits to have Stored Power is nice, gives you +1 to all your it gives you +1 special attack, which works great with the Omni boost Z move. Of course, it only has 3 PP for balancing reasons, because I'm not stupid. I'm not going to make a move that would just sweep every trainer fight without having limited PP. Not to say that 3 PP is bad. I mean, that's still incredible with the effect that you get. But yeah, you can also use that with like Calm Mind and Nasty Plot. But yeah, you got good utility. I mean, like I already said, you can do like Snow Warning. If you're not doing a Nuzlocke, you could do like Snow Warning, Aurora Veil, Memento instead of Parting Shot. But Parting Shot is better in most cases, unless you're not doing a Nuzlocke. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Also, not to mention Parting Shot is reteachable, while Memento is not until the late game because of movie linear stuff. But yeah, Frost Breath. Spectral Beam is a great combo, Frost Breath being a move that always crits, and that's essentially 98 base power overall, and Spectral Beam dropping a special attack, that's a good combo. Conjure is good setup as well. It's like +1 defense, +1 special attack, which is similar to Calm Mind, but with defense instead. I don't know what else to say, man. Roar Beam is nice, drops the opponent's offenses by 1, and that is weaker than Freeze Dry and Ice Beam, but of course that is the utility. Of course, Blizzard and the Hail is going to be your go-to for when you're running Snow Warning once you get that TM in the late game, but you won't have that for most of the game. So, yeah, I think I'll leave it off there. Pretty self-explanatory buffs here. Not that they're bad; they're awesome. It's a great Pokemon. Really cool, super cool Pokemon in my opinion. So, yeah, always nice to show some love to everything. Pretty self-explanatory, so I'll leave it off there at risk of dragging this one on when this should have been a shorter video. So I'll leave it off here. If you are new here and you have not subscribed already, definitely subscribe. That would be very helpful to me. Also, leave a comment down below and drop a like on the video. All of that would be very nice for the algorithm and shit, especially because it didn't upload for 9 days straight because I was taking a break. So I was on a trip and stuff. I will be taking another break in like 2 weeks because I have another trip that I have to go on with family stuff, so keep that in mind. I'll probably mention that again when I get to the Jesus. My brain is okay. That's the sound that I gotta go to bed. So I'll probably end up sleeping soon. But I'm gonna leave the video off here. Thank you very much for listening to my rambling and my tangents. Yeah, you also have last minute things I'll mention. You also have Sleeping Move, Dreamy Kiss, 85% accurate, good sleep move, lasts for 2 turns always, so you can get a free Nasty Plot off or whatever you want to do. Dream Meter is pretty cool, 120 base power, heals you by 100%, so you can use that to heal up. If you use like Focus Sash, Dreamy Kiss plus Nasty Plot plus Dream Meter, that kind of thing would be really nice and fun to use. Or Calm Mind, either one, or Conjure. You get the idea, okay? But I mean, honestly, just running that Snow Warning, Aurora Parting Shot bullshit, most fights would be great. But it's also a great offensive Pokemon in its own right, so that's the thing. It can be supportive or it can be purely offensive and just kill shit. It's up to you. And the boss fight's up to your playstyle, whatever you want to do. So I'll leave it off there. Thank you very much, everybody, for bearing with me. Hopefully these buffs were interesting and entertaining to you, and hopefully you are satisfied with them. Yeah, I think it's everything. Again, link down below for the changes. Also, a link to my Discord server if that interests you as well. So, thank you, and goodbye.